Hello and welcome to MFL at St Mark's. MFL stands for Modern Foreign Languages, and at St Mark's we offer two, French and Spanish. You will study one of those languages and you'll have 2 lessons every week, 50 minutes each. We're really looking forward to meeting you all in September, and we hope that you're excited too. But you might be feeling a little bit nervous, especially as you won't have been to school in a long time, some of you, and also you might be feeling a bit nervous about learning a language. We hope that you will find this lesson helpful and that it will give you some confidence with starting in September. In this lesson, we're going to have a look at 2 different things. Part 1 is going to be greetings. So greetings and greeting people is an essential part of learning another language, and it's like the first step in your journey. You might be walking down the street or walking into school or into a shop and you want to be able to greet that person. So we're going to have a look at some key greetings now. So on my screen you can see that we've got some greetings in Spanish and some greetings in French. We're going to start with the Spanish. So our first greeting is one I'm sure you'll recognise, hola. Hola is a more informal greeting that we use to say hi or hello to someone that we know quite well already, so maybe a friend or a teacher. Then a little bit more formal, we've got buenos dias. Buenos dias literally means good day, but we use this in Spanish before midday, sort of in the morning, so it kind of means good morning. Next up we've got buenas tardes, again a little bit more formal, and this means good afternoon, good evening, and we use this when it's a bit later in the day, after lunch perhaps. And then when we want to end a conversation, we've got adios, goodbye, and hasta luego, see you later. Okay, adios is slightly more polite, but it's used by everyone, and then hasta luego is a bit more informal again. We use this with our friends. So let's have a go at the pronunciation of these words, because it's slightly different in Spanish to English. So let's have a look all together. Repeat after me. Repetimos, por favor. Hola. Buenos días. Buenas tardes. Adiós. Hasta luego. Perfecto. Muy bien. Okay, let's carry on then and have a look at the French. So, first one we've got is salut. Salut again is a little bit more informal. We use this with friends to mean hi. Then we've got one I'm sure you'll recognize again. Bonjour. Bonjour means hello or good morning, and in France, if you're ever lucky enough, you will notice that in restaurants and cafes and shops, people will always greet you with bonjour, and it's very polite to respond to them. Okay, then we've got bonsoir. Bonsoir we use when the sun starts to go down, it becomes more towards the evening, and this means good evening. And next we have au revoir, goodbye, and à tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure is a long one, so don't be put off, and this means see you later. Okay, let's have a go at the pronunciation again. You might have noticed it's slightly more tricky in French. So we've got salut, that T is silent on the end, bonjour, bonsoir, au revoir, à tout à l'heure. Excellent. Parfait. Okay, let's build on this information then. Let's build on our greetings. And we're going to now ask somebody how they are doing. So, again, we're going to look at the Spanish first and then the French. And we've got a few options. First question in Spanish is ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal means how are you? Okay, and this is slightly more informal. We'd use this with our friends. How are you doing? ¿Qué tal? Next, we've got ¿Cómo está? Or ¿Cómo estás? And I'm going to explain why those brackets are there. So if we take those brackets away and we add the S on the end, we have ¿Cómo estás? Okay, and this means how are you again. slightly more polite version. If we take that S away and we get ¿Cómo está?, this means also how are you, but we use this to talk to somebody that we don't know as well, that we want to be more respectful towards. So perhaps a teacher or a grandparent of our friend that we don't know as well, someone older than us. And then we might want to answer that question. So we've got two responses here. We've got muy bien, gracias, and bien, gracias. Muy bien, gracias is very good, thank you, and bien, gracias is just good, thank you. And of course, when we're asking someone how they are, or they're asking us how we are, we might want to say, oh, how are you? And you. So we've got y tú at the bottom there, which means and you. Amazing. Repetimos, por favor. Repeat after me. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. Bien, gracias. ¿Y tú? Excelente. Okay, so let's do the same in French then. So first up we've got ça va. Ça va is how are you? Okay, and you'll hear this a lot in French. If we want to be more formal and we're being very, very polite, we can use comment allez-vous? Okay, that also means how are you, but much more formal. Then we've got ça va bien, merci. Very well, thank you. And if we just want to give a quick offhand response, like, yeah, I'm okay, we can say oui, ça va. Finally, again, we might want to ask somebody, and you, and for this we use et toi. Parfait, excellent. So now you should hopefully be feeling a little bit more confident with greeting people and asking how they are. If you can, find someone else in your house now and get them to play one of these roles. They can be either this person here or this person here, and you can practice this conversation with them. So pause the slideshow and have a go at practicing this conversation. Here is the Spanish version, and here is the French. Okay? So spend a few moments having a look at that if you can. Right, so we're going to move on to part 2 now when you're ready. And part 2 is classroom language. Now, the aim of learning a language, of course, is to be able to communicate in that language. And the more you try and use it, the more you practice, the more confident you're going to become, more comfortable you're going to become more quickly. So we're going to have a look at some questions that you can ask your teacher in lessons that will help you to start using the target language. The target language is the language you are trying to learn. So let's look at some questions in Spanish first of all. So first question is, ¿puedes ayudar? And this means, can you help? This is a really useful one if you're a bit stuck in lesson. You can pop your hand up and ask the teacher, ¿puedes ayudar? And they're going to be more than willing to help, especially because you've asked them in Spanish. Okay, next question, we've got ¿puedes repetir? Another really useful one. Can you repeat? You might not have heard what's going on, and you want the teacher to say it again. ¿Puedes repetir? Then we've got ¿puedo tener un boli? If you've not got a pen, you can ask this question, can I have a pen? ¿Cómo se escribe is how is it spelt? ¿Cómo se dice en español? What does it mean in Spanish? Or how do you say it in Spanish? ¿Puedo hablar inglés? Can I speak English? ¿Puedo tener papel? Can I have some paper? ¿Puedo ir al baño? Can I go to the toilet? Very important one. ¿Qué significa? What does it mean? And finally, ¿puedo quitarme la chaqueta? Pause here by right-clicking and spend a few moments now just revising these key questions. Feel free to jot them down if you would like to. Now, I'm going to show you 3 questions and you need to choose whether the answer is A, or B, B. So here's the first one. Is this picture representing ¿puedo ir al baño? or puedo tener papel, por favor? So is it option A, or option B, B? I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Hopefully you identified that it was A. Okay, next question then. A or B? Okay, this one is B. Perfecto. Okay, next one. Final one. 5 seconds again. Okay, B again. Excelente. Okay, now, if you can, find somebody else in your house who can play this game with you. I am going to call out a question, a classroom question, and you need to choose the correct picture. The first person to point at the correct picture gets a point. So, first question. ¿Cómo se dice en español? Hopefully you tapped this one. Okay, next question. ¿Qué significa? Hopefully you chose this one. ¿Puedes repetir, por favor? ¿Cómo se escribe? ¿Puedo quitarme la chaqueta? Okay, and final question. ¿Puedo ir al baño? Increíble. Okay, vamos a continuar. This time we're going to have a look at the French questions, okay, so that we can become a pro in both. So, same questions again, but this time in French. So, first one, tu peux aider, can you help? Tu peux répéter, can you repeat? Je peux avoir un stylo, can I have a pen? Comment ça s'écrit? How is it spelt? How do you spell it? Comment dit-on en français? How do you say it? What does it mean in French? How do we say it in French? Je peux parler en anglais. Can I speak in English? Je peux avoir du papier. Can I have some paper? Je peux aller aux toilettes. Can I go to the toilet? Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? What does that mean? And finally, je peux enlever ma veste. Can I take off my blazer? Okay, so again, spend a few moments now revising those. Listen to them again if you need to. And when you're ready, you can move on. So, again, A or B. Is this picture je peux aller aux toilettes or je peux avoir du papier? Très bien. Okay, this one, je peux enlever ma veste or je peux avoir un stylo? Now, final question. Tu peux répéter A or tu peux aider B? Tu peux aider. Excellent. Okay, so again, see if you can find someone to do this with you, but if not, have a go on your own. You are going to touch the screen in the correct place to see if you get the correct classroom question. So first one, je peux avoir un stylo? Hopefully you chose this one. 1 point if you got that one right. Okay, je peux aller aux toilettes? 1 point if you chose this one. Okay, je peux avoir du papier? 1 point if you chose this one. Next one, je peux parler en anglais. One point if you chose this one. And tu peux répéter. One point if you chose this one. Last question. Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? Excellent. Okay, right. Well done. You have made it to the end of the taster lesson. Thank you so much for participating. Hopefully you have learnt a few pieces of vocabulary that you can use when you come in September. We're really looking forward to meeting you all, and we hope that you have a lovely summer holiday. All the best. Goodbye. Au revoir. Adios.